So, back from the VGC guide, and this time we're looking at Galarian Weezing. There's no reason why this set doesn't also work on Galarian Weezing. If you're interested to see why this set would be useful, go and check out the Cantonian Weezing version of the guide, because it's exactly the same thing. It's got identical stats, it just happens to be a fairy type as well. So, no reason why it can't just run this set, but if you're interested in that one, go back to the Cantonian version. This is the main thing that I think the Galarian Weezing stands apart from the Cantonian version. Because you've only got Poison on Cantonian, you don't get that great coverage. This has very decent coverage. Like, it's basically perfect coverage with Poison, Fairy, and Fire. Like, that hits everything you really want to be hitting. Of course, there's going to be some Pokemon that resist it, so please put in the comments that Pokemon that resists it I've forgotten about. But otherwise, you're actually doing some pretty respectable damage. Like, this isn't quite a Flutter Mane by any means. Like, it's 85 special attack rather than 135. But it will still do respectable damage with choice specs. It won't OHKO things like Flutter Mane does, but it will definitely two-shot things, and that might be good enough. While having very good defensive bulk, like Flutter Mane has no defensive bulk. At least this doesn't really have much special bulk, but and you sacrifice a load of the speed. But if you really need neutralizing gas, there's no reason why your Weezing can't go offensive. And this is the best way to make it offensive. Like Sludge Bomb, Strange Steam, like that's a pretty unique move. Not Moonblast, it can miss. A little bit annoying, but 20% chance to confuse the target. That's not bad. That will steal some games for sure. Dazzling Gleam obviously spreads. You want both Strange Steam and Dazzling Gleam for massive damage with... Well, I say massive. I'll take that back. Very good damage with Strange Steam, and then spread damage with Dazzling Gleam. And then you could go for Flamethrower or Heat Wave, whether you want the spread damage or you want the consistency with Flamethrower. I would argue Flamethrower would be better, because if you're looking into a fire move, it's because you want to KO that target with a fire move, rather than just do consistent damage. Thunderbolt is worth considering in that slot as well, just extra coverage. Like Thunderbolt is pretty good, decent coverage. But otherwise, you only really want to be going for its stab moves most of the time anyway. So yeah, this is still very reasonable, but this is something you definitely should consider if you're going with the Galarian version.